I have not noticed up till now because there's been I haven't had any alarm bells ringing to state there was a problems in the mortal plane.
You've not noticed that
I
Pandora's
haven't.
box
I don't
opened
need.
fucking 100 years ago?
As far as gods go, you're pretty shit.
It was 100 years in the future, lads. When you opened the box, just saying. You're in the past
Well,
now.
yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah. So current timeline, she wouldn't know. Go on. Anyway, go on.
Nah, I'm just done with you. You know shit, man.
Are any of your children on the mortal plane we can talk to?
No, they're amongst the stars.
Do you have the power to push us into the
Bring
future?
them back. They can't do anything amongst the stars.
Sorry, Ibris?
Do you have the power to push us into the future?
Oh, that's a good question. Can we have that one?
If you choose to leave here and never come back, I will make sure that by the time you set sail, you will be back in whatever time you want.
Now, hold up here.
Whatever time we want. Hold on. Now he's saying he can get us to any time we want, but a minute ago he said he couldn't take us to a time when there were dragons.
No, he never said that. You asked if there was dragons, and he said if you can go back far enough in time. I said it's a very dangerous thing.
Right, we should go back far in time then.
I want to find an emerald dragon, and I want to find the green gem.
We are in a dungeon. Time to find a dragon.
Do you want to go back? You want to go back to 1,000 years before? Yeah.
It was a joke. No.
Oh.
Or we could just go. We could just go to the future once we've already solved all the problems, and we can relax and not worry about it anymore.
But if you don't solve the problems, they still exist.
We could also just jump 100 years ahead and then stop, or 99 years ahead, and then stop ourselves from opening Pandora's box in the first place.
Can I ask an interesting question now?
Yes.
You said you could time travel us if we agree to leave and never come back.
Yes.
But, well, there's no gem to summon you again here, so if we come back, you don't really give a damn.
I just want to be able to understand what's going on this plane. I've always stepped in to make sure my family haven't been are not up to mischief, but I've never realized that I didn't realize it's gotten this bad because the alarm bells didn't sing across the skies.
So if your family are all bad people,
they're not all bad. Some of them interfere based on bad influence. People are not bad; they make bad choices.
What makes you think we should trust you? Why should we trust you?
You have free will. I would like your free will back. I would just like to make sure that no one can influence the lives in which you choose to live.
If we come back 10 years ago and tell you that this is going to happen, can you then fix it?
Well, it depends how cloudy it is.
I'm not gonna.
It's a weather wizard.
If it's overcast that day, he can't do shit.
True.
You know what? Unless this fog cloud above this god and see what changes.
Or we could do the opposite and cast a spell that clears the skies.
I can do that too. But we'll first start by darkening the skies and seeing how things change.
I don't think they mean the literal sky above them, but
no, I don't either. There's an armillary and all this like ancient stuff. But you know, what would I know? What would I know?
But like my original question still stands. Can we go far back into the past and like
see an emerald
warn
dragon?
You?
Oh, and warn you.
Or why don't we go back so far in the past before the gods even existed and just stop the gods from ever existing?
That'd be before time itself.
When was your first child born, and can we stop that?
My first child, before men roamed this earth.
Yeah, can we roam
so your
the
first
earth back
child
then?
wasn't with men then, but did it come with a
I never
stone?
had children with men.
What did you have children with?
Oh, I choose to have
wagons and
not like so. I don't know how much you know about like Greek mythology, but the gods can choose to have kids. It's really weird.
Well, that's not the point. How does that work? I'm going to need an explanation here.
No, they don't. I've seen Percy Jackson.
Some of them have children with men, and that's what created the immortals and all this weird stuff. And then
and the
with the
stones
incest.
that come with them.
And then some gods just had sex with each other, and then some gods just went
that's fine.
babies.
Produce another god.
It's similar to frogs, you know. You got frog spawn, I don't know how to describe this in like in a non-funny way. So basically,
You're telling me
Crewfix
God's
had their
good-
children by just spurting a load of seed into the sky and then just walking across and spurting a load of eggs, and that's what made the stars. There you go.
and
That's how
each one of
fucking
them
Crewfix
spawned
made
a
her
red
children.
gem.
And each one of them spawned a red gem. Yeah.
Yes, but they're scattered across.
In that
The
case,
child
can you
is
make
given to
another
them.
one right here so we can have a red gem?
No, it's with my child. I don't know why
Can you
there was a
make
red
child
gem
here?
not
How
between the
long will
child.
it take?
Hmm?
Can you make a child here? How long would that take?
1,000 years.
Well,
Then
that's
make
all
it
right. You
here
can
and
time
pop us
travel.
1,000 years into the future, and then we'll talk to you.
And you'll
Yeah.
no, and you will leave this place and never come back.
No.
In
Yeah,
fact,
sure. But we will ruin the place and then make a shrine another place.
Well, the
which is-
world, the world
which
will,
is a
the
different
world
place.
could already be damned by now. By then,
Yeah, but we will have a red gem, so we could contact you if this
Absolutely.
shrine doesn't exist.
or even better, can you go back 1,000 years in the past to when the dragons were around? And can you make can you get a child there, and then we can have a red gem
Constitution checks
today?
again, lads.
I tell you what. Here we go. Can you change how big you are? Can you change your size?
I can change my shape and presence.
All right. Well, why don't you make your same style? Why don't you make yourself the same size as Mr. Nuts, and you can go in my backpack, and we can take you, and then we don't need to summon you, and you can help us fix the problem. And when the clouds clear up, you can tell us all the answers.
But if I'm with yous moving slowly across this mortal plane, I won't be able to talk to my family in order to make sure no
Oh,
one else gets
boo-hoo.
Well,
wrapped
what are you
involved in
going
this.
to do?
Make sure they don't go and ruin this plane.
Well, it's already shit creepy, isn't it?
That's a
If
bit
you-
too late, isn't it?
Yeah, Pandora's trying to ruin it, and you don't know anything about her, so come with us and we'll stop
Yes,
her.
and maybe someone else will
There's
be
not a
able to
box
stop
here, it's
her.
on it. Come on inside.
You're not
You're
getting
really
it
gonna
done.
Or for a lamp. I could get a magic lamp, and we could polish it to get you to return.
Anyway, more importantly, can you all roll Constitution saving throws again? I am too sleep deprived and sweaty for this.
I rolled
8.
14.
I failed.
Oh, thank God! I rolled a 19. Oh, my life, my life. As you didn't pick an actual date in time, the light gets so bright and burns, and then till it's like, and the god has gone. Cause fuck that noise. And yeah, you can decide what you're doing. I presume
I
the
rolled a 14, so how does a 9 win?
19.
You didn't really roll a 19, did you? You just
No, I
didn't
actually
wanna
did.
argue about it.
I'm not the kind of person that lies about my rolls. I don't see the point.
How is Hellkeep doing?
You want to go check him?
I'm
Not
standing
really.
right next to him.
Yeah, but you
Poke him.
poke
I'd like
him.
to.
Stick.
Okay, you're like that's my point. You're checking. Just as you're doing that though, Noam, are you going to pick up all your marbles, or just leave
Yeah.
them? Okay.
No, I'm going to pick him up.
Okay. As you're picking them up, he starts to become limp. Like you can feel for. Do you have a medicine? Is
I
medicine?
can roll a medicine check.
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
Which is 7 plus probably
Like-
3, so 10.
So you feel no pulse, and then you start to put him in the recovery position, which you like half know, and then you put your ear down to his face to look across his chest, and you can feel the a very faint breathing coming from.
So he does breathe. Okay. Otherwise, I would have chopped his head.
Well,
Sure, he's alive. I
nothing
don't
that
have
says
any
you can't
healing
chop
on
his
me.
head anyway.
Well, yeah, but he might be a fun companion to keep on.
What? Just slap him in the
Alex
face and
will
wake him
on
up.
roll.
Can I carry him?
You're a dwarf. You don't get because.
Does anyone have
dwarf.
medicine? Can we revive him?
Well,
try,
He'd
but
be a good companion to bring along with us.
Yeah, but only time can heal him though, because like we don't have any healing potions or healing spells.
I thought you did have healing potions.
Since when? You've never given us any.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
another campaign then. Never mind.
I also haven't got any healing spells.
That's
I
because
got
you're a
full
wizard.
But my
Yeah,
question still stands. Can I carry him?
Oh yeah, you're a dwarf. You can't be over encumbered. It's ridiculous.
I carry him out of the dungeon thing.
Cool.
To
You
the
go back to the ship. To
and
the
onto
ship.
the ship.
To the
To the
ship.
ship.
I actually
Is the
listened to
doorway
that.
clear?
I actually have that as a soundbite. So is the doorway clear? Yeah, it's all clear.
We of course take his weapons and whatnot with us.
Yeah, cool. Good shit. 'cause
Can
I
Can I
would have.
request Tibbs Dice Cam for the future?
No, because that
no,
would
I
be
don't have a
bad.
second cam. Are you moved, Sola?
Yeah.
Cool. You're on the ship. You got new. Oh, you need your buddy with you, though, don't you?
Yeah, and we don't need that one.
We don't need that one. Yeah, that one can disappear. As you come back to the ship, I don't know why there's two fucking Robins. Let's put that guy over there.
Wait. Where's the cannon?
Go get the cannon.
Where is the cannon?
Give
Where
me
is
a
the
second.
cannon?
Give me a second. Where you? I'll let you put the Hellkeep where you want on the ship, Ebrus, because you're.
Well, he needs to be okay. There's a bed somewhere.
He needs to be in one of the beds.
It needs to be
There's
in
a bed
medical.
down here. This one might work.
No, you know what? The double bed,
My
just to give him
bed,
as
yeah,
much.
alright.
Yeah, fuck it.
You
Just
put
give him
the
as much space
captain's
as needed.
quarters. Ebrus, you have control.
I can move him. Haha.
Yes, you full
I
control.
was
him.
gonna say here, like in his own private, room,
Sure,
but-
why not?
Why don't we put him in the medical bay or in the brig? Because
The brig's no good, but I think the med bay's here, so we'll leave him there.
We have made this a med bay now.
Yeah, it's a med bay. Be alright. Side note, where's that cannon?
Yeah, we're getting there, lads. Jesus Christ. I need to get
Now,
a
do we
fucking
want the
copyright-free image. It's gonna take me a second.
Now, do we want the cannon on the top, or do we want the cannon on the like middle deck here? Do we want it like on the bottom so we can shoot out? I mean, what are we thinking?
I mean, we already have the crossbows at the front, right?
Hmm.
So we might want it at the sides, but which side? Or maybe just
Well,
at the.
Maybe this side because there's no boat here. Like,
or maybe you
Yeah.
use some of the spare wood that's lying around off all the boats, and we fashion like a turntable, and we stick it in the middle on the turntable, and then we can turn it left or right whenever we need it.
got masts though.
I put it on top of the mast.
Damn shutter shock, you bastard sites. Right,
Why
I'm
don't we
gonna-
copy paste the cannon and have one on each side?
Because you only have one.
That'd be good.
Right.
Can we get
Becau-
that god to duplicate it for us?
Because fuck off. Because I don't
wait,
have one. There's a bear.
Actually,
That's
like
the cannon.
There's a bear, and that's
Um,
what I'm gonna have to can. I will change that later.
Tiberian, we were sure that there were no red gem that dropped when the guard disappeared, right?
You want to go back and check?
We never checked.
Kinda.
Quick, we need to go back and check for the red gem.
Well,
You want to go back and check?
I-
Okay, I'll roll
Yeah.
perception.
The
Go back
cannon
and
here
check.
on the side.
Whoever goes back and check, you all can control the bear.
I'm still getting my marbles, by the way.
You take a long ass time to get your marbles. Actually,
What?
Gnome,
While you're there,
roll
can you check
me.
for the red gem.
Sorry, Gnome, roll me perception with advantage because you're actively looking for your marbles. So small things on the ground you're gonna find quickly, and the other two roll me perception.
15.
15,
2D, not D.
Oh,
2D
11.
11. Cool.
I'm not a very perceptive wizard.
No.
I can move the cannon too. Haha, I've
Yes.
got the power.
For now, until I get a better picture because I can't find one.
Well, I want the cannon here. I think here on the side's great.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's good.
no,
Maybe actually where I'm
no,
standing,
lads,
we'll move the other
let's get this somewhat on track. Gnome for a second. What's your
14.
14? Cool, grand. Okay, no, yeah, you don't find a red gem. Right, we are going because it's half 10 and I am shattered and been screwed for the last 10 minutes. My brain's not with it today. I normally I can deal with this level of like not stupidity but fun being thrown at me, but my brain is completely gone today. So we're gonna end with you heading back to the ship. You can go back and explore the dungeon more if you want. You can jump into the pit of water if you want. But as you get onto the ship and you're with the guys of the cannon in a position, you can move it or whatever. You can say it's there. I don't care. But the guys are like, "Oh my god, you've been gone for so long. It's been a week." So for you it was like 2 days or so. Like no, 2 days, 1 day. You were like there for like you got up in the morning, you walked in, the cave fell in. But those guys are saying it's a week. They're a bit confused to how you got out. They've been digging for ages. They heard that there was like three or four times they felt the ground shook and there was like cave-ins and they didn't know what to do. They didn't want to leave you because the captain has to fall with the ship, so they were going to die on the ship waiting for the captain. They didn't want to leave. And we're going to end there.
We have such loyal crew.
Well,
love
no,
it.
it's just because they're proper crew and they believe in doing everything you say, especially Alice, who's a stuck-up bastard.
How many barrels of curried meat did they eat?
Enough to sustain 3 people for 1 week, so like less
And
than
this-
half of what you normally would.
This is why I brought extra rations.
So we had 17 barrels. 1 barrel is
Always
2
be
weeks worth
prepared.
of ration
Yeah, but that was 1 week worth of rations for
for 1
6
person.
people. Or for 1 person.
Yeah, 1 barrel is 2 weeks worth of ration for 1 person.
So they ate a barrel and a half.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So we have 15.5 barrels
This
left.
is why I brought extra rations with us.
Did they
The
use?
bear cannon.
Oh boy, what about the brew?
Does the bear cannon
The
fire
brew
bears?
is fine because it needed to be
We've
bottled.
lost the bear cannon. They sent it up on the bed. Put it back on the side.
Well, yeah, but did they remember to use the firewood correctly and all of that fun?
You were at a stage where it was basically just need to be bottled, so you're fine. But they did
Okay.
what you told them. Anything you told them to before you left, they would have done because you checked it the night before, and they've been watching it for a week. I'll roll to see if it's perfect, but you'll need to like investigate. You need to like taste them. But it was at a stage where it's basically impossible to fuck it up because it's at that stage where this is what happened when you're on the ship. You needed warmth. You didn't need heat. If you get me, like you didn't want to boil the damn thing. You just needed to keep it at a certain temperature so it would boil off the excess alcohol to bring down the alcohol thing, and then you just bottle it. It was at that like maturing stage.
Did we get all the shit from all the other rooms that we so rightfully gathered?
You mean your axe?
No, not my. I don't care about the axe. It's more
And the boxes and the baskets.
the
so we can
boxes and the
sell them.
baskets and the water purifier.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
too.
you got all them. Didn't you start the night before the Brew 57?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so you've already started that. You can check that next week if you remind me.
Nice.
So to see if they fucked it up on you, because the starting stages of making a brew is the most important.
Let's see. There were 3 people, 7 days. They drank 21 liters of water.
That seems a lot. It's not very hot in this area. Generally speaking, when you're on a boat and if it's sunny, the reflection of the water will make it hotter than it seems. But at 20, well, actually, for a week, 21 liters doesn't sound like a lot.
That's why we've got a water purifier.
Now you got
Yeah,
a
first
water
of
purifier.
Not a lot at all.
No, yeah, 21 liters does not sound like a lot. I was like, it sounds like a lot when I realized at the weekend when I was camping, I drank 6 liters of water single-handedly over 12 hours.
So that's
I'll say.
1/13 of a barrel. Oh well, 1/8 of a barrel. So we have 7.8 left.
But to our usual ending, Funky, anything you want to promote?
No,
week?
there's not much going on this week. Just streams as usual.
Don't you have something coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks?
Playing New World. There is something coming up in the next few weeks. Actually, yes.
Yes.
I have a charity stream in a few days, in a week or so. But I don't know all the details. I'm still waiting on some more information from the charity. So
Okay, because that's what I was confused why you didn't mention that earlier, so I just remind you. But that's fine if you don't have the details yet. Check out his Discord, which is linked under the description in YouTube. Also, you can probably ask me and I can send you the details, or check out his content on twitch.tv/FunkeeMunkee and then join it. Click !Discord and join his if you want more details on that. I'll promote it on my Discord as well, but it will take me longer because obviously I have to wait for him to post and then just copy and paste it to my chat. So get it from the horse's mouth. Or I'm presuming you're going to make tweets about it as well.
Yeah.
So follow him on Twitter as well, which is also description below in YouTube. And Adran Vulcan. Any plans for next week?
Well, I'd like to promote Ebrius to ship's quartermaster. He's doing a fantastic job.
You should.
Next week, I should be back streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays game development. So if you are interested in joining in with some game dev, watching me fail to program something, normally quite entertaining. You can
And
you're
political
welcome to
this
join
week.
me on Twitch.
And political this week.
Only vaguely. More
Yeah.
kind of complaining at why don't politicians do anything.
Yeah, I got too hot and I turned it off. I just got too hot.
Well, it's nothing political other than why don't they just do something?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we talked about water. We talked about water sanitation for about an hour on your stream.
yeah, something like that. And the answer was, well, it's in everyone's best interest to sort it, but they're not sorting it.
Basically, that the conclusion was it'd be nice, but logic.
Yeah.
And
yes, I'm streaming Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. Game dev, so I'm making a penguin racing game, working on some procedural generation. That's a buzzword, and it should be quite fun. So yeah,
and
you can check it out.
Ebrus,
Who?
Lucky.
Thank you.
I keep reading the name as it pops up, going, "Oh, that's clear." That like, no, that's wrong.
It's
That's
clear
their
that,
D&D
yeah.
name.
I mean, other than promoting Discord Imagine a Plays again, I might be going live the next 2 weeks playing some Sniper Ghost Warrior, because I've had quite the fun trying to jump over places where I shouldn't be able to. For those who don't know, it's like a open world-ish assassination game where you follow these contracts and shoot some people. I find it fun because it's very realistic in terms of sniping, and it's based on the cryo engine, which means movement is just completely out of whack, and I love it.
Is that similar to this? That's part of the sniper like games from the Xbox and stuff? Same series, yeah.
I don't know.
Because those games are class. Like when you do a really good snipe, it has this like slow mo.
Like, are you talking about Sniper Elite or?
It could be. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, it's very similar to Sniper Elite, although it's very much more high tech.
Okay.
You have a lot more fun toys to play with.
Because like I haven't played that game in about 7 years, but it was class for like the 7 years. 7 years ago when I played it. Because like it was one of the games where like you have to plan your kills. Like it sounds so simple. I stand on this ledge, I pop off the 4 guys, but if you shoot them in the wrong order, it would like cause a chain reaction. You're like, oh, maybe if I wait for them to line up and I get this guy, and then quickly shoot that barrel, that'll explode X. And yeah, no, I like it's such a simple concept. Done
but
so well.
It's very hard to execute, at least correctly. And then you factor in the different challenges, like kill all enemies with more than 200 meters of distance, for instance.
Yeah,
which is very fun to try and do.
Yeah,
but yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming, guys. The trolling wasn't too bad. It was just my brain is fried, so I apologize. But next week I'll be better, I promise. And
it was fun nonetheless.
I'm back tomorrow, hopefully for Darkest Dungeon, if I don't fall asleep, and like I did last week because of the heat and because I'm so tired. And then definitely back for Sunday for a stream, hopefully chess. Otherwise it'll be D&D because my brain will be melted from the heat. But otherwise, bye.